Welcome back to another episode of Exploring Whiskeys. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Adam.
And today we are going to do I had never heard of it until you bought this bottle.
Another one of those store picks
Store
that
pick,
they were
grab it.
trying to clear out room.
Ah, the discounted.
Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
like $15
Okay.
to $20 off. So.
Did you sample it or blind?
I bought it blind.
Nice.
There was nobody at their tasting bar when I was there. So.
All right.
So this is the Catoctin Creek Barrel Select Rye.
Yep.
And it's a barrel pick from
Cool
Springs Wine and Spirits.
Okay.
I went on their website. They have all their standard bottles, and there's one rye that they're really known for. This one, I was like, I can't find a Barrel Select one. Barrel Select is literally it's go to do a barrel pick.
Yeah.
And it sounds really kind of cool
Okay.
how they're doing it. They also do a lot of finishes.
Mm-hmm. I remember looking at that.
So there's some like red wine finishes and all this ports, sherries, all that kind of stuff. So kind of interesting program that they're running there.
No, I've obviously had a pour too since I
Yep.
bought it, and I think it's pretty tasty.
But Virginia,
We'll be the judges of the fact.
Yeah, you will.
Virginia's kind of known for more rye than, that's kind of the birthplace of rye whiskey, probably.
And they're making their own stuff?
I believe it's theirs, and it is 100% rye.
100%.
100% rye.
This is going to be...
Which makes me think
no
that's the reason
spice.
why I'm like, oh no, it's not MGP because it's not 95.
Yeah.
That delicious mash bill.
Anyway,
That's 6 to 8, man.
what else do we know? What else do we know about this? Not much.
We've sampled a few other ones from Virginia.
Filibusters outside Virginia. Yep.
there's
The
another-
Smooth Ambler, I think, is
That's
based out of
West
West Virginia.
Virginia.
That's West
Okay.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close. It's close.
That's not
And
very
then
far.
you've got Bowman Brothers.
Yeah, Bowman
Yeah.
Brothers is in Virginia,
Yep.
connected to Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace stuff, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're... I don't know.
But they just started 2009, relatively young.
Ooh. What's the proof on this one?
That's sweet. 92.
Okay.
And the other
Doesn't
thing they
smell
do,
like a rye.
very small barrels.
Oh yeah.
30-gallon barrels. Everything's done in
Oh.
30-gallon barrels. So there should
There should be some more...
a little bit more wood impact.
impact.
More spirit touching wood.
I don't get
Yes.
rye.
It's
No.
not spicy. It's not
I get it on the
herbal
pear,
like mints it doesn't have any of those traditional rye type. It's
I get-
actually fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first initial was like, oh, it kind of starts off like a Balcones. That
Yeah, kind of like a dried apricot. You
Yep.
could almost go there. It's just funny because their rye is the only thing that doesn't have an apricot note.
There's a little youthy going on there, though. Right?
yeah. If you take a deep,
Real deep. There's no age statement, right?
I was gonna say for everything that I was seeing online, not long.
Okay.
How about that?
4 years.
I don't even think it's that
Let's go. Let's see.
because it doesn't say straight whiskey, so it doesn't
That's
have
right. That's the
to.
first thing I looked for as well. I need kind of
But they don't. No chill filter to it.
a lot of exciting words on there.
Yeah, lots of
Barrel
all the right
select.
words and all that kind of stuff.
That doesn't taste like rye at all.
No, it doesn't taste like rye at all. I would agree with that. It tastes a little young, but it's pretty sweet. It's not like grassy young. It's not like a artisanal type thing going on. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That'd make a solid cocktail, I'm sure.
Youthy. I don't know. I
No?
don't know. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't
It
know
is
what you guys are
offending,
talking about. Oh my gosh.
He is offended.
I get a milk chocolate that kind of hangs around.
I get some chocolate. I gotta go back in. Let me see. That was first taste. It doesn't count. Second. It's only second.
Ooh, second one's got more spice. With fruit.
Dusty chocolate.
I get fruits and chocolate.
I got a lot more spice, like real quick, right up in the front. You get a lot more baking spice, clove almost, or something like a little bit more kick in the very beginning. I don't.
The finish gets. Oh, I get some citrus, some lemon. It's
No, not
it's
there.
not what I would.
Not there. Wow, really? You're
Yeah.
a total. That's funny. We normally kind of all steer in the same lanes.
Yeah.
You're definitely. You took the off ramp.
there's
I don't mind this at all. Don't mind it at all. It's not It's not a complex. It's
No.
not. It's not overwhelmingly like great.
It's just.
But there's nothing wrong with it at all.
But it's not for us. It's not. It doesn't come close to like a traditional rye that we're.
No,
used to.
definitely not. Definitely not a traditional rye.
No mint, no pepper.
Right, no dill, none of those things that usually come off of a rye.
tea,
No,
no
not getting that.
It's just honestly for me, it's the youth. I get so much youth on this that I just get that super
nose is-
grassy, hay note that just lingers.
I'm not
It
getting that
sits in the middle of
crafty
my tongue. I
get
think
that.
that's what comes off as lemon to me sometimes. That
Okay.
it sort of sits in the middle of my tongue. It dries up. To each their own.
note.
Palates
Absolutely.
are completely
Everybody's
different.
palates.
Normally, when it's a rye, this guy over here is pooping.
Yeah.
Right. That's what
I'm not
But
not
it's-
offended by this at all.
But it's not those traditional ones, like you said. I was craving that. I was hoping I was going to get a punch
I
of
don't know
clove.
if I've ever
and-
had 100% rye whiskey.
For some reason, I want to say we did one, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
That Michigan one that I let you guys do. Was
Traverse City?
No, it was the Corset
the Corset
Whips.
Whips and
That was
leather.
organic. It was 100%. No, that was 100% wheat.
Wheat.
That was okay.
Forget it.
I feel
I don't
like
know.
we did one,
I don't know.
but I can't remember. I can't remember what it would have been.
Clearing
Now,
my mind and my palate.
I will
Cleared
say,
it.
I kind of feel like the water's not going to help this.
I don't think.
You don't
Because a
think
lot of
so?
times when you add water to a younger whiskey, it just comes off younger. All right, so to your young note, wet cardboard
Yeah.
on the nose. But there is still a lighter, there's a fruity note in there. But
There's a little graham
know.
cracker, maybe, little graham cracker on top of the
on top of
cardboard.
cardboard.
Like
The
you
water
opened
for
up.
me just gave it more of a little heat on the back end. That fruity flavor's still there.
I don't know. There's so much more
lost the
spice coming
chocolate.
through it.
I don't get the chocolate anymore.
No, I do get red fruit. I get
Spice and
fruits.
red fruits and
Yeah.
that's funny. I think the water made the nose worse. I think the palate's actually a touch better.
Yes. Yes, sir.
You must be right. If
Odd.
he just
I mean,
changed
that's
his tune.
odd. The nose got like that wet cardboard is not an appealing note by any means, but the palate, like a nice little spicy note, more rye kind of
Yeah.
feel to it, and then like red fruits, yeah, like red vines.
I kind of missed the chocolate, but
Better
180. Not one. I mean,
Better.
90.
Yes, better. Yeah, about a 90. Yeah, way better. So I'm thinking, like you said earlier, cocktail or big,
Could open
big
it up.
cube.
Yeah, I mean, you could play off of the profile in here, but yeah, I can't find an age on this. It doesn't say straight. I think it's got to be 2, but I don't know, maybe not.
If it's under what, you have to say it. Under a year and a half, or is there
Only
any rule
when
by
you
that anymore?
when you put straight whiskey, that means it has to be at least 2 years old,
Okay.
and you have to put an age statement up to 4, and then you
Okay.
don't have to put an age statement. But it doesn't say straight whiskey,
Right.
So honestly, as long as it touched wood for any amount of time, it's still okay.
All right, so I remember buying this bottle because they had another bottle too. They have basically cinnamon toast on the front, CINN, then toast, sin toast.
So that's what they think you're supposed to get off this.
I'm guessing. I'm trying to remember what the other bottle said on it. I bought this one because it sounded better. I know that.
There's definitely a cinnamon like baking spice note, but I don't get toast. I get
Now I'm thinking like cinnamon toast crunch, but that cinnamon and sugar.
Maybe that's where I was thinking.
the
graham
red fruit is
cracker.
throwing that all off to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
On the palate, that red fruit comes through, and that,
I get the red fruit like you're talking about like that the red
red
vine.
vine,
Like
yeah,
I get that.
licorice.
That's like an aftertaste.
yes,
Right? It's just
yeah, it's a
hanging.
linger.
Yeah.
And how much? I everything I saw it was like 50-ish
This is low,
you got it
low
side. You got-
40s, like
yeah,
around
40s.
$40.
because of the discount. Okay, so it would have been in the 50-ish
Yeah.
range. Okay,
For
My
40
opinion.
bucks, I was
yeah, for 40
There you
bucks,
go. Okay.
buy it and try it.
But if I would have spent $60 on it, I'd have been
A little bump.
a little bummed. Wouldn't have been,
Yeah,
wouldn't have been out of three,
those
though.
more expensive bottles though. That's when it's like, all right, can you have it at the tasting bar?
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah, I don't want to pull that trigger
Yeah.
without knowing I'm going to enjoy them.
All
All
right.
right,
It's just young. It's in my opinion.
it's got a lot of
just my
young
opinion.
notes. That cardboard thing. That's so the cardboard thing. I think is where you start to get into the tails of the run is where you start to get a wet cardboard note. So they might have went a little too long in the run.
Trying to stretch everything they could.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I don't know, or just youth. I'm not sure. For a rye, it's okay.
It doesn't even.
It doesn't taste like a rye, and that's the reason why I think it's okay.
That's what, I was gonna say, this is like Twilight Zone right now. Man, with this guy.
It's not bad.
Anyway, yeah.
If they knocked another $5-10 off, I'd probably buy another bottle.
I am interested to try some of their other ones, like this. Like I said, their Barrel Select one. There's a couple, a Black Label or something like that they're actually like. That's what they're known for, is that this one particular line. So I mean, it's not like it doesn't make me not want to try something else from them.
I was just gonna say the same thing,
because I feel like they kind of fit with some of the ones we tried when we went to that whiskey festival in the basement of Opryland Hotel.
Yeah, Whiskey Live.
Yeah, I think like something like
A little regional type
Well,
play. Yeah, you'd probably need a little higher
the,
proof though.
What was the one? It's one of the first ones we seen, but it wasn't Filibuster, was it?
No, I know what you're talking about, and I can't remember.
A lady was pouring sample.
Yeah.
I like to try the finishes. You know, you said they're known
They had a
for
couple
bourbon.
different
They have
finishes
some
in that the Barrel Select program. Yeah.
And they do bourbon and rye, right? They don't just they don't just stay with ryes.
Don't
right?
recall seeing any bourbons,
Okay.
but I could be wrong.
Well,
There's a lot of ryes.
All right, well, let's wrap her up. This side, it's okay.
It's okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna finish the bottle.
Yeah.
Doesn't fall into the traditional ryes in our mind.
No.
More fruity, young, grassy,
A little bit
a
young.
little bit young. Well, to your point, I mean, I've never had anything from this distillery. I know this bottle's been sitting in the store for a while, so finally pulled the trigger on it. Glad I did. It's worth trying. And to your point, I'm curious to see if they'll get something else from this distillery, maybe a different finish.
Different finish, a
that
little
we
bit
can
longer
try.
age, something. Yeah.
Well, all of you out there, we hope you enjoyed our review of the Catoctin Creek Barrel Select Rye. If you did, as always, we really love support and ask you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
Way down there, looking to grow the channel. If you could subscribe, you can even hit the bell icon. It tells you every time we put on a new episode, which is, give or take around twice a week, but maybe not always twice a week.
Depends. Work gets in the way.
Depends on the busyness
Kinda
of life. Yes, exactly. So there's that.
And
Anyway,
if you've had anything from these guys, let us know.
yeah,
Yeah.
love to hear
Is
from
there a
you.
particular finish that you like?
Yeah. Tell me I'm crazy.
All right. Yeah.
Come on.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.